1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Right, push it through a bit. And you're going to milk it. Pours in a bit of a thick layer. And when that dries, yeah.
There we go.
And go stop, and then use your finger and dab it. You're going to pull, and that's what we want to finish off with. Welcome, Adam. Welcome to my my happy place, my splice area, my home.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no, it's really good to have you here, man. And,
it's very colourful in here.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of an LSD trip.
Yeah.
Not that I know what that's like.
Yeah, no, neither do I. Yeah. But what I thought I'd do is just give you an introduction into what I do for a living. I mean, you're very well known for your knots, and splicing and knots become sort of an attachment point, and we use it for life support. And so it's a pleasure having you here to be able to demonstrate and you get involved.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So I thought let's start off with something quite simple. Rigging. We're talking about something called an ultra sling. Ultra sling has been quite popular over the few years that I've been splicing, and the reason comes down to how easy it is to install into an area within a tree. We'll do a light rigging one, so we're going to start off with some 15.9 sterling rope, and we're going to use a ring. You know, the ring is basically just a
aluminium.
Yeah, aluminium. It's a way where sort of bend radiuses and stuff within a rope when you're not using a pulley block. It works very well. It sits really well, and it can be sort of positioned any way you want to. But yeah, so what we're going to start off with is the kit we need to do this. So we've obviously got the rope, we've got the ring, so we know we need that. We obviously need some scissors, which we've got. Love my scissors. We're going to need a fid. So I've got my fids up here, and we're going to go on for a 16mm fid, and it says it there, 16mm. So we'll use that, and then we're going to have a marker, and the marker generally is only used every now and again. But a marker.
There's no spelling involved. We haven't
no. No, if we were, it would be a problem because they wouldn't know what I'd be writing. And then yeah, we've obviously got palmer, we've got our needle that we need for the whipping, and then we'll get our whipping in a bit. We're also going to need some tape. Now I use two different kinds of tapes when it comes to ultra slings, and it'll become more apparent why. Because we're going to be doing something called the brummel, which is a zigzag, and because we're doing it repetitively, if you have two of the same color tapes, you don't know which one you put through the last one you've put through. So that just helps me with the way my brain works. And how things go. So what we'll do is we're going to unwrap the rope, and as I say, we're going to do a light rigging system. So I've just got an off-cutter rope here that I had lying about, so we'll make that up. What we want to do is get the center of the rope, and by getting the center of the rope will allow us to know where we're going to put the ring. So as you can see, we're happy with that.
Yeah, pretty even.
Yeah, pretty even there. Okay, and then we're going to prepare the rope for the brummels. Now, best thing to do with this is, as you can see, they're two different colors. We will explain why. So what I like to do is always do my taper at the ends first, and the taper at the ends is so that you can easy brummel. If I try and get that through the hollow braid itself, it's going to be quite difficult because it's quite solid. Yeah. So by us I start about three double strands. I cut double strands, and then I'll count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's all done this way for the repetitiveness of it and the ease. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We're only going to do it 3 times, so we've cut that out.
Oh, I see.
You're taking it out, and
you're thinning it out.
You're basically thinning it out. You're tapering it so that it works when you're putting it through the brummel. Okay, and then we're going to use the white tape, and what I like to do is cinch it as tight as I can. Just get yourself a nice little cinch, as you can see, and then we'll cut that. And then what I'm checking for is, does it fit in the back end of my fid comfortably with a bit of a pinch? Yes, it does. All right, so that's going to allow me to get it through. Now, if I try and put that in there, there's no way that's going in. So it's just going to make my job and the actual task a lot harder. So if you want to give that one a cut, the same as that, give it a go. I'll be here. I'll be here. So,
okay, so we need to count.
Yeah, so you're going to cut those 2 strands there. Okay, and then cut those 2 strands.
These ones?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I almost messed it up then.
Okay, and then you're going to count 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cut those two.
Cut this one.
Yeah, cut those two.
This one?
No, if you go there, 1, 2, 3, that one there, yeah. And then 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Him?
Yeah.
Him or her? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it. Okay, and then if you pull those out. Now when you pull them out, make sure you're pulling them out from here up.
This way.
Because if you every now and again, if you don't cut through the whole strand right and you pull, your pull stop pulling fibers over there.
Oh god, I'm panicking now.
No, don't. Yeah, it'll come out. The more yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I can be quite rough.
You can be quite rough because at the end of the day, it is hollow braid.
Too delicate there.
Yeah.
Just man up.
Delicacy helps at times, especially on some splices we do.
Oh no, what have I done now?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You see, that's absolutely normal. It happens to me.
So just tie that out?
Just cut it. There you go. Done.
Okay.
Perfect. So now what we've got there is we've got a nice little taper. Okay, and then as I've done, we're going to use a different color tape. We're just going to tighten that. Now you'll see there, those things will be flary and stuff, but that means nothing. Doesn't matter. But again, I'm going to try it as tight as possible. And if you cut that,
Out there?
yeah, about there's fine. Right, now the taper should cinch in there. Yep, perfect.
Very good. Good penetration.
Good penetration. Yeah. Very equalised penetration, which is great because they're both.
There's serious video here.
Yeah, come on. So yeah, no. So that's your taper done. Now we're finished with that area. Now we're going to go back to this. All right.
Okay.
Now we've obviously got the ring. We want to double check that we're still in line there. There you go. That's fine. And we're going to make the ring. So now we're going to attach the ring. How we do that is we pinch it. Now we know that's the center of our rope. So that's going to be on the top of the ring. And because we need to get it into the gap, you're going to place it into the gap. Make sure there's no twists or anything. You're going to make sure it's secure. You're going to pull, and that's what we want to finish off with. No bulge, no bulk, sitting neatly inside there, as you can see. We're then going to take our thumb, we're going to make a placement, and we're going to get that. Now what we're doing is making sure that where we go in, we're coming out directly opposite. Okay, and the way I do that is I do that, and if that is pulled that way, it's wrong. If it's pulled that way, it's wrong. It needs to sit nice and firm straight. I'm happy. We'll start off with the orange tape, and we'll push it through. And it's about working neat, only because you don't want to get confused. And we're going to pull it right through. We're going to leave that there. So now we've got that all put in. We'll keep doing that, making sure it's nice and set. Because I'm a firm believer of taking the time to set your ring will give you a better finished product.
Yeah.
So when I've got on there, I'm going to give it a nice little cinch. So now it's very cinched, there's no space. I'm quite chuffed that that's nice and tight. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bend it over. You're going to give it a bit of slack. You're going to look for the center. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 strands up.
Yep.
I'm going to make sure we come out on the right area. And now we're going to get our white marker. And that's basically a brummel that we've done there. You see, so now we've got a brummel. Put it onto your hook. And that's now set and secure.
Brummel.
Brummel.
Cool. Okay.
It's nice and tapered, neat, tidy. Everything's sorted. Right. Now, a lot of people ask me, why do I do an area that isn't a loop? And the reason being is because my firm belief is if I put a loop there, what branch are you getting that round?
No, it's too small.
There's no way it's going to get in there. So myself and a good, my mentor, Lee Cole, we came up with the fact that you put it through, again, 1, 2, 3 strands, and all you're doing is going down about that much. and then we're going to use our
I
orange.
see. So you're making like a stiff neck to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that when it sits in the pocket, the neck's on the pocket, which
Yeah.
is great. Now we've got that in. Now because it's an angle, I hate pulling it through and getting caught halfway. So what I use is push it.
Oh, that's very sneaky.
And all I'm doing is pushing it through. Okay. And then I have to remember that I've got to fold it over. And it's about making sure that my loop isn't twisted. It's coming through there neat and tidy. And then we're pulling it nice and tight. And then you're going to milk. And what you're milking is to make sure that there's no slack in that. Because hollow braid, unfortunately, if you don't pull that tight, you get sort of bulges. And it just looks a bit like, it just doesn't look finished.
That's looking good already. It's very therapeutic, this is.
Yeah,
It's very relaxing.
That's it. And now that we've pulled the orange, we're now going to put the white through.
Right, okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put. I always use my thumb as a sort of an area so I can push it up
Rule of
because
thumb.
we've taken all the. There you go.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah. So you've taken all the slack out. So now we're going to put slack back in. And what we're going to do is we're going to go here. So again, center. Come out the center. And we're going to use a white. Use that, so pull that to the side, and there you go. So using an anchor base, pulling, making sure, you see, I'm quite chuffed with that. There's no slack in that now. It's come down and there's a brummel there. The way I always check, and some people make the mistake of doing that, but then they've used the orange twice. So you've come through it with the orange and then use it twice, and then you can basically push this all the way up. You can't push that up now because it's brummel there. What I do like to do again is do an extra just for the thing. Again, a few up, center, pull that through. So white was now we're doing an orange, and that does that become sort of apparent why I use different color tapes?
Yeah, because I'd lose track.
Yeah, my head will then all of a sudden, which one did I put through last, because it's all on your desk. Okay, so what we've done there now is we've now completed
That's nice.
our head. Okay, it all looks nice and formed. Everything's parallel straight. There's no twisties in it. It's neat. It's pulled tight. There's no slack in that eye. So when you put it through a pocket now, this area here will be what will be hanging on the pocket. Okay, now we're going to do the pockets. Now with light rigging, I like to work on a rule of thumb between 5 and 6 pockets, because anything more you're just draping for no reason, because otherwise you're going to be rigging with something bigger anyway. You'll run a stem.
Yeah.
These are just, these kind of light rigging is just generally for
The tops
sort of
and
the
things,
tops and stuff
yeah.
which you need. So I always use, depending on what size, I use a marker, which is another fid. The marker being big enough to fit the ring through.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is I use the angle on the eye. Again, rule of thumb at the end. I'm going to just cinch it so I've got some space. Keep my eye on where I need it to go. Goes in there.
That was quite erotic. That
There.
You're only sweating a bit there.
I have that effect. I think. Okay, and then we're going to go white. Put that on there. All right. Now there's your pocket size. Now before I do anything from now, I'm pinching that. It goes around your little branch that you need.
Just checking it fits.
Just checking it fits with ease. Because when you get up the tree, what you don't want is any farting about, sitting there going, "Oh, Sean, why have you made me a sling? I can
Don't
barely
want any
get."
tantrums up there.
No, you want to just get it through.
Yeah.
You want to make it tight enough that it's not too baggy. Again, my opinion, the way I like to make my slings. But you also want it, loose enough to be able to just pop it through, pop it out, done.
Yeah.
Right, so now that we've done that, we now know that that pocket's right. So what I'm going to do is, I've done the first go through, so now I'm going to get my orange one, and I'm going to go through, and I'm going to come out.
See, I would have lost track of the colours by now.
What you can do is basically the one you've just pulled through, you put to the side. So now you're pulling through over here.
Okay.
and then the other one's there. So if I pull through over here and I cinch it, now my next one will be this, and then I'll move that to the side and pull that way. So now what I've done there is a brummel. So we've got a brummel, brummel, brummel. Now on this one we're going to just do a single brummel on it because it's light rigging. This is one of the conversations we've been having, is a double brummel or a triple brummel, what's stronger and stuff like that. I think it's down to preference, personally. Preference on the fact that on a bigger sling, maybe the 3 brummel is better option because it doesn't move. The way this will move, and I'll just show you for demonstration purposes, is you're going to get sort of that kind of movement. It's not going to come undone, but you will get movement.
Okay.
Under tension, you won't. It's going to be flat.
Yeah.
It's just sort of storage and stuff you might. But again, you should be inspecting your rigging stuff prior to use and all that rubbish. So we now got to the next part. I'm going to do one more, and then you can give it a go.
Okay.
So see what I say is you angle, rule of thumb, center, find your center, and out you go. We're going with the. So you see, I've got this now.
Yeah.
Now I'll move that out of the way straight away. Okay, and then what we'll do is we're going to make sure. So what I'll now do is we're on the next pocket. I'm going to do that and do that. Yep, they're the same size. I'm happy with that. And then rule of thumb down. You've got me saying rule of thumb or not now.
So, I should have trademarked that.
Yeah. Every time I say it.
You must pat yourself in the eye then. Just don't get my helmet on, I think.
Right. Okay, now the beauty of this is the better you cinch it while making it, the less it will sort of move about.
Okay.
So if I was just to sort of cinch it like that now and then move to the next pocket,
No.
you know, you've got to basically set it
Yeah.
both ways, and now I'm confident. Now what I also like to look at is parallel markings. As you can see, I'm comfortable with that. There's no twist in it. It looks like there's a twist, but it's just because I'm holding the rope. Straight, straight, straight. Everything's straight. Again, that whole saying of if you have someone that's interested in splicing, they'll make it look good from the start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's one of the things I work with. Every splice, even if it's rigging, it's my name on it, and I love my job enough to respect that everything's done for a reason. So I'm going to hand over to you now.
We're expecting a lot. I'm going to ruin it now.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It's quite simple. So if you come onto this side of me,
Pressure's on there, Jake.
Come on,
so
Alan.
you're going to use your small.
Okay, so when you do this, you put the angle.
Yeah, on the. So you put the angle on there.
Okay.
Okay, and then
And then
thumb there.
I'm going
Yeah.
to stick
then
my
you-
thumb through there.
No, you're going to just plump it up, and then you're going to put that end through
Through
there.
there.
Yeah.
Hang on.
And then
Make sure you get this, Jake, because this is the money shot.
there you go. Right.
Oh.
Push it through a bit. That's it.
Okay.
Then you take your white,
Stick it in the fid
stick it in the fid. That's it. That's all you have to do, and then push it through.
and just pull.
Yeah, give it a pull, but it
Push
might
and
pop
pull.
up. But yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Now pinch it with your fingers and take that off. Now you can pull it.
And this one goes up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, put that up.
Oh, that's quite fun, actually. Well, hang on, we've got a bit of a twist going on here.
Okay, and then what you do is all you're going to do is twist it there.
Yeah.
Simple as.
And then pull this tight.
Okay, pull it tight so you can get your distance. That's it. And then when you pull it tight, you're going to put your thumb there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
That thumb. There you go. Now push that back with your right hand.
Push this back.
Yeah. And then twist that over, plump it up, and find out where you're going to put your fid. There you go. So make sure your fid's center. There you go. So fid goes straight through there.
It goes through up, and then this
And then
goes.
orange.
Orange goes in there.
You can bring that this way.
What's going on here? That's misbehaving
So
slowly.
just put it down at an angle. So they're designed to put it in and push down. But again, it'll come out. But all you're going to do is just feed it through.
Once it gets
Put your
through.
pokey. Yeah. There you go. Once it's through, pinch with your fingers.
Got it.
Get rid of that.
God, I almost went through your iPad
It's
then
fine.
with that.
Yeah, we got it out. And then again, making sure when you do that now, there's a twist.
Oh
So-
no, what's happening?
No,
there?
that's fine. It's
Like
fine.
that?
Yeah, keep twisting it. Keep twisting it. Now it's all parallel. Get that nice and neat, and then give that side a nice good
Give that a
cinch.
good. Look at that.
That's
And lean back into it.
What do you reckon? Is that still a bit floppy?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
There'll always be a bow in it because that's obviously just the way of the ropes. But if you're looking They're nice size
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah. All right. The next one.
That gets me excited. The patterns.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
crack on with the next one. So let's make that. So you'll get that set for your next pocket.
Right. So this.
Yep. There you go.
Just flatten it up a bit. Would you say through there?
Yeah, through there.
Do you always make the hole on this side?
Yeah, yeah. So if you do it the other way, Adam, and then you can.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
do it the proper
There
way.
you go. Yeah. You're just testing me there, weren't you?
I'm
Yeah.
glad you're paying attention.
Yeah. So no, and then that goes.
Look at
There you go.
that.
Perfect.
Got the technique.
Yes.
So this is a sailing thing, is it?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of sailing people use it because it is literally you can do this with your thumb.
Right.
You know, you can put your thumb through there, just like that, as you've done just now. Open that up, smack a rope through there, and make a brommel. Okay, and then there you go.
Like that.
Perfect. Yeah, give it a pull.
Cinch it down, get the old forearms
There you
jacked. See that? Make sure you get the
Yeah.
definition.
Yeah. And then you're gonna put your thumb there.
From there.
Yeah, pull that one back
Okay.
and feed it over.
I
and
see.
find
Through there.
let's have a look. I think.
No,
I
that's
think-
rejected.
No. There you go. There you go. Let's double check. Yep, through there. Yeah.
Okay.
So you put your feed through there. And then you're going to put your orange through. Now bearing in mind your orange needs a bit of jiggery pokery.
Yeah.
If something like that happens, where it gets a bit flappy, we just go through this.
So this is like masculine knitting, isn't it?
Yes. It's a form of knitting.
I'm feeling very relaxed.
Yeah. It's the most therapeutic thing I've ever found in
It
any
is.
job I've ever done is just splicing because it is therapeutic.
This could be my new hobby.
Yeah. The beauty of it is it's hollow braid. You get any hollow braid and you can make as much as you like out of it.
So make sure that's not twisted.
There you go.
Look at that.
Perfect. Right, and then yeah.
Continue?
Continue, yeah. I think we can get another how many pockets have we done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's get another pocket in.
Would you go through there? Would you say?
Yeah. And then what you can do, just to make sure, is what I would do is just go double check.
Oh, I
There
see.
you go.
Yeah, I need to look at the back.
Yeah,
to
look
make
at the
sure.
back, and what you're trying to do is making sure you got like it's sort of
Yeah.
very symmetrical, and that's down to neatness. And also, if you have it too far on the left, you've got weakness. I know it's just a slight weakness, but you've got it sort of. You want everything to be sort of parallel because remember, this is going to be for rigging, so it's going to be shock loaded. You know, it's
Okay, thumb there.
thumb there. Pull that
Pull
back.
that
just
forward.
over. Yes, there you go, and you've got it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Penetrate it.
Penetrate it.
Look at the back. Look at that, Jake.
You're gonna have to get a slow mo in a minute.
No, we don't want people to get too excited. It's not up to put an R rating on the video or whatever. Okay.
There you go. Right. Now you're going to make sure it's not twisted and pull it down and cinch it as tight as you can. There you go. Right, now this is where the end of the rope comes. A lot of people go, well, what can I do with that? So what you want on sort of these kind of things is a bit of weight on the end, and the reason we talk about weight is to throw stuff around trees. You want a bit of the weight. So what we do is we're going to do a stop. So I tend to go maybe one further, and all we're going to do is do that and pull it out. Okay, and then this gets nice and buried in that.
Get your special poker.
My forcing tool.
It's like one of those kebab sticks.
Yeah. And what you're going to do is you're just going to get in
Oh,
there.
did you see that, Jake?
It's
Look at that.
before you do anything now, you're going to make sure it's neat here, okay? Because if we start just pulling it through, things bulk up, and this is where the finish is. So we want this to be sort of as neat as possible, especially in this area here, because we don't want any slack coming back through. So what you'll do is you'll get that through, you'll pull it tight. Now, as you can see, it's nice and tight there.
That's nice.
and you're going to milk it.
That was the shot, that.
Right, now I'm quite chuffed that there's no bounce there, there's no bobble bounce, it's all continuous. Look at how nice and neat that is.
Yeah.
It's nice and continuous. Now, with the light rigging kit, the reason why we keep tails is because of the weight to get around the stem, or just to drop it over a crotch, or okay, and then all right, so now that's obviously our tapered ends, that's waste. You can't do anything with that, but that's the beauty about this, using off-cut bits of rope like I've got lying about here. You can make up slings and have some fun with it instead of it sitting under a desk or being in your box or something like that. Now, the best thing to do is when it's under tension still, we're going to heat seal that, and as you can see, it's melting and it's causing a bit of a thick layer. And when that dries,
Ooh.
when that sort of hardens, those fibers aren't pulling through. They're stuck now.
Yeah.
So that's not going to pull
So
through.
you've melted it together.
It's melted it together. So what we then do is we do a block whip. So I'm going to just do a block whip quickly. So we've got our needle. You don't really need a pusher on this, but I always have one available. And then I'm just going to grab some whipping. My scissors. Alright. Now my mom's very proud of me because when I was a kid I could never ever stitch. Now I can. Well, I can do block stitching.
Just had good eyes to get that through there.
Yeah. Alright, now it doesn't matter about getting all that level yet. So what I like to do is, a good whip is a neat whip in my opinion. You want to make it symmetrical, so I'm going to go into here. I'm going to come out straight opposite, and then when I get to there, I'll cut, blowtorch. Now as you can see, I'm blowing up, I'm not blowing towards it because I don't want to mess up the fibers. And I'm just going to make it like a little glue, and then I'm going to pull it down, and then I'm going to dab it.
Oh.
Done. Alright, now when that cools down, it'll become the same as that.
So you've basically like welded it together.
Well, yeah, you've welded it together, and now you can pull on that, and it's going nowhere.
No way.
Right, and then what we're going to do is, I like to keep 4 blocks, so we're going to go back in here. We're going to come out. You see what I've just done there? It's what not to do. It's not what to do.
So you've gone through the thread.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want it to be so that it's not pulling against it. And then you basically, nice tight little cinch. Then we're going to go 2 up, and we're going to come out. See, and you can just spread it with your fingers, you know, just spread it open a little bit, and you're going to make sure. Okay, so we've got that and that. I'm quite happy that that's nice and tight. And then we're going to come back through. We're going to go in there, out there, and then what I like to do is go in there and out there. So for inspection purposes, as you can see, I've covered that, but on the total opposite side, cinched. So nice neat block stitch. It's not coming out, it's done under tension, so there's no slack in that. If there's a bit of slack in that, it's because it's been, you see, that's going to happen. It's I don't like to make this extremely tight, and the reason being is because then you're pulling the strands closer together and it just looks terrible. So now that I've done that end, right, I'll start it off, Adam. And then you can give it a go.
This is when I get injured.
Right.
Okay.
So
More counting. Count to 4.
Yeah, so you want to go in there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so you see that little gap there? Yep, you want to go in there. Twist it out, and you want to come out.
Oops. Okay,
There.
I've missed that right. I'm stabbing the head out of this.
That's all right. No, you can. It's just going to pull fibers. It's not going to hurt
Is
the
that
fibers.
close enough?
Come back out a bit. Okay, come up. There you go. There you go. There you go. You got it.
Yeah, first try.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll edit that.
pull that.
Yeah, we can edit it. Yeah. Pull that. Now, when you pull it, come back this side,
Oh,
and when you
that's
pull
a
it,
rookie mistake.
no, when you pull it, that's fine. That's easy because it's done. When you pull it, you're going to pull that and watch it go tight. You see, nice and tight. All right, and you don't want to pull it too hard because you can see by me pulling. The more I pull it, the more it's cinching that. So you just want to make it because this here, in all honesty, the whipping is just to keep it formed.
Yeah.
Because it's not coming out because it goes all the way down.
No,
the
we
road.
have to. Yeah.
It's literally just to keep it formed. So the next one you got.
Continue up.
Yeah, continue up. So if you go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Down.
Yeah, so
this
in there,
little gap.
yeah.
Right, let's try and do this first try. Stop pissing about, Adam.
There you go.
Look at
There you go. Hey.
You see him a quick
Right,
ladder.
and then turn it up and then watch it come through.
Do these have to be symmetrical?
Yes, separate them. So there you go. They're going beautifully. There you go. Nice.
So
There
let's
you go.
like that.
That's it. That's perfect. All right, and then what you're going to do is go back through. Now you're going to go next to that one. Now this is where the trick comes in because you're going to go next to it without going through it, and you're going to come out.
Oh, right. This is a challenge. No,
That's fine.
almost.
But you can pull it. Yeah, there you go. Done. Pull it through.
Happy? It is
pull it
kind of through there.
Yeah, fine. That's it. All right, and then just do that so that we can make sure that's perfect. Yeah. Okay. Now you're going to go turn it over. And you're going to go in there. Bearing in mind that's now hard, so you want to go in just into the side of it.
Down there?
Yep. Fine.
Oh, I felt that. Right, where do we want to come out here then?
Right next to it.
Oh, almost.
Anticipation. Yeah.
There we go.
And then it'll be caught to it because that's the needle. There you go. There you go. Now let's put it over and watch it. And what you can do is when it before that, just split it up.
Yeah. Look at that.
And there you go.
And then you cut it and burn it.
And then what you do is you pull it out nicely, cinch it, and make sure it's all neat and tidy. Then you cut it. You want to just leave a bit of a doofy, big enough that you can. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sharp those ones.
And then you're gonna, it's nice to bend it over, have that visible, and when you do that, point it up, just on top of that fibre.
And this is,
Yeah, at the back.
oh god,
Here we go.
this is it.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, stop, and then use your finger and dab it. There you go. And then
Ow.
when that cools down,
How's your finger?
Ouch. Done.
so yeah, that's that. That's that. So now what we look at before we sign it off, we're looking at a few things. Is that cinched? Is it neat? Is it tidy? Is that parallel, which it is? Does it come down in a straight line? There's no twists, so I'm happy with that. Happy with that because that's all parallel. And as we go down, everything is parallel. So when climbing, if you want to take it up the tree, you've got options. You can carabiner through that and that. Have it on your harness, take it up because it's light rigging. Or when you get up, send it up. But what you are limiting yourself with is not having a big bulky sling to do a bit of an anchor.
That's
And
very useful.
you know, you think about the kind of stem you can get around now. And as you can see, when it's sitting around the stem, what I mean by that, having that little neck there, is look where the neck's sitting. That's great.
Yeah.
Because I've had this conversation with a lot of people about the pockets being right here, and I'm thinking, but you can't, there's nothing. I don't get it. So by having this, it allows you just to have something leaning on that. So now it's cinched.
Yeah.
you know. So
Ooh,
that there is your light rigging ultra thing.
that was very exciting.
Yeah, no, and that's,
Thank you for showing me that.
no, that's fun, man, and
Yeah.
it is fun, and this is the beauty about hollow braid. You can make cool stuff up. You can make whoopee slings, loopy slings. You know, it all works under the fact that you can do brummels. It's all good fun.
It's knitting, but it's cool.
Yeah,
It's very cool knitting.
yeah.
That's why I describe it as.
Well, yeah, and that's the reality of it. You know, when it comes to the more technical splices, that's when it becomes more of a fundamentally understanding exactly what you're doing. With these ultra slings, whoopee slings, loopy slings, anything with hollow braid. You said something about yachting earlier. I know people that work on yachts that will splice up a full rope and stuff for anchorage and stuff 10 minutes before they dock,
Really?
because it is that quick and easy when they need to. And with the strength of this kind of stuff, it takes a battering before any problems happen. So, you know, as long as you look after it, and you know.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
strict
Yeah.
ultra sling with the ring. So yeah,
Cool.
cool. Nice one. Whoop. On to the next.